How hard is it for you to understand illegal immigrants do not belong here and should not live here? You simple-minded, low-energy, self-centered, democratic sheep are so toxic to America that it is ridiculous. You're tearing your own country apart. Have you even been in another country before? Have you been an immigrant in another country and seen how they treat Americans? You probably haven't. I tried to buy a house in Mexico. You know what they said? You're not a resident. You're not welcome here.
All right, folks. Today, we're dialing down the distractions and really tuning in. Voices from every corner of the globe, all weighing in on immigration. You're going to hear different perspectives, real experiences. So, watch, reflect, and, hey, share your thoughts respectfully, all right?
I'm just saying this to get my frustrations out because I am so freaking frustrated. I work at a shelter that shelters unhoused families, and we do have undocumented people living in that shelter. So me and another coworker of mine, we have been like printing out these like little orange cards with like, you know, things that you have to say, like if like you're approached by ICE or if you see ICE or whatever, and it's all in Spanish because all of these families speak Spanish. And, you know, I was like informing everybody that like, hey, these are the cards that you can give to our undocumented families, or even families like, you know, who would like to be allies to undocumented families. And these two fucking co-workers of mine decided to go and tell the director of the program that we're making everything political. I'm sorry that I'm doing my job and doing my job is political. Like, I'm just so fucking frustrated because you are making it political.
If you kick every Latino out of this country, then who is going to be cleaning your toilet, Donald Trump?
Oh, that's no.
In the sense that,
no.
You know what I mean? Like when I'm saying
there's more jobs to be
in LA, they always
but
they
Latinos are not only the only people.
I didn't mean it like that. Come on, no, I would never mean it like that.
Bitch, please.
So I have a very serious question about this illegal migrant situation. Why don't they ship them to like places like Alaska or Ohio? Don't Alaska pay niggas to come and live there? Like, I'm confused to why they want to ship them to already overpopulated urban communities. If you did all that to cross the border to get in the country illegally, surely I feel like you have no problem with 22 hours worth of sunlight and a little bit of cold. And this is a serious question, and I really want some serious feedback. I'm trying to understand.
They're taking all our jobs.
What qualifications do you have?
None. They're taking all the qualifications as well.
We need the real workers back.
I know, I'm so lazy.
Trump, bring them back. We'll pay double.
So apparently the Mexican citizens are already annoyed at the influx of immigration. They're complaining that they're peeing and pooing in the streets. They're worried that their resources are going to get diverted. They're already pissed about having the tent cities, and they're already talking about how can Trump help them close their southern border so they can deport all the people in Mexico even further south and basically just pass the burden on to the next country.
They give you 3 meals a day, a place to sleep. Like what did they give you in the shelter? What were the resources?
La comida y el cuarto, más nada.
Food, 3 meals a day?
3 comidas al día. Sí, pero yo no comía esa comida porque eso era comida congelada.
Ahí nadie se comía esa comida porque eran comida congelada.
Nobody ate it.
Y ahí no había trabajadora social en esos chetes de allá de Queen, no hay.
There were no social workers in
Por eso fue que uno salió a los 6 meses.
That's why they
nada hacíamos allá porque todo es un protocolo.
No pude sacar los papeles nunca.
No pudimos sacar los papeles porque todo allá era de 7 a 10 de la noche.
Why do you need social workers at the shelter?
Para los papeles.
So for 6 months, were you working during those 6 months at the shelter?
Estadía en el shelter. No, they weren't. No tuve ninguna ayuda en ese shelter, en realidad ninguna. Solamente un techo donde dormir y ya, porque ni la comida.
It certainly felt odd to hear that she got no help besides a roof and food when there are homeless Americans who can't get those same resources.
Wow. Congratulations. Congratulations to all the Latinos in Atlanta, Georgia, who were protesting. Congratulations. Because of your behavior, you guys managed to get the whole world to look at us like, congratulations, you did it. You did it. I think Donald Trump is right now, he's in his office as we speak. he is about to sign the paperwork to allow us all to stay here. No more deportation. Because the way you guys were out there in the streets, stopping traffic, smoking, blasting music, being disruptive. I heard some of you guys were destroying, vandalizing cars. That right there, my friend, that is a good way to get Donald Trump's attention.
Oh, she's gonna be hated by her own people now. They gonna call her a sellout. What do they call Latinos that then hold other Latinos accountable? Like, what is the word? I know they call us a C word.
You can thank Democrat for this.
But at the shelter, the food, my kids cannot eat the food at the shelter. And they give us 2 months to stay at the shelter, and then you have to go out again with your luggages and the kids and find another place. It's very difficult.
In listening to everybody speak and making demands on New York City to do more, how much more are we supposed to do? This system is so overworked and overburdened. We don't have the resources that you need to get what you need. I mean, your testimonies move me tremendously. I don't want to see anybody mistreated in any sort of way. But I have to ask you, what motivated you to come here thinking the streets are paved with gold? They're not. They're absolutely not. And you're living through that.
Motherfuckers want to complain about President Trump and what the fuck he doing. Motherfuckers already doing bad out here. You motherfuckers want to complain because the motherfucker trying to get the country together? Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. I agree 100%, man. There's 3 things motherfuckers hate. They hate a Trump supporter. They seem like they hate an avid Trump supporter. And they hate a Republican. Why? I don't know, man. Motherfuckers don't understand that the Democrats started the motherfucking KKK, man. And you motherfuckers all want to try to make it a race thing, man. Just like what happened to that goddamn little boy, man. One little boy, they talking about fighting and all that there. The boy stabbed him at the baseball shit. Come on, man. Everybody want to make it a race thing. Starting this kid's GoFundMe. Man, this boy just killed the motherfucker. Know what I'm saying? When President Trump put motherfuckers on their plane and sent to their country, everybody, whoa, it was done illegally. That's where they from. He just sent their ass home, just like that, man. That's it. Now all of a sudden, Pakistan and India get into it. First thing Trump said, and I love it. Hope it turns out well. Hey, man. Once again, man, am I wrong, man? Follow me, support me, repost this shit, get the message out, whatever you got to do, man. Hey, am I wrong?
The amount of influencers who feel like they need to talk about immigration right now and just have the worst takes, it's killing me. Flat out telling people that crossing the border illegally and coming to this country is not a criminal offense and that it's like jaywalking. It is a actual criminal offense to cross the border illegally and just try to live here. Just do a simple Google search. People are trying to sound like they're on the right side of history or they're the good guys in this situation and like nobody else cares about other human beings' struggles. As both of my parents were immigrants and both of them came to this country legally and it took years. Do you think it's fair for the legal immigrants who live in this country, pay their taxes, abide by the laws here? Do you think it's fair to those immigrants that have to wait years and pay lots of money to come to this country for other people to just cross the border, use our health care, not pay taxes? I'm not saying I don't understand their desire to leave their country and come to this country because, believe it or not, we live in the freest and best and most prosperous country in the world. We simply cannot just let people cross the border and come and live here. Despite what you think, it is not a victimless crime. When illegal immigrants are living in this country and using healthcare services, not paying taxes, who do you think is footing that bill? You, the American taxpayer. Like I said, you can have empathy for these people. You can understand their desire to leave their country and come here and be prosperous. But to just pretend like everybody hates immigrants instead of agreeing that people should follow the legal process to come to this country is insane.
Okay, I keep having this conversation with people on this app and elsewhere with reform voters in the UK who are arguing to me, who lives in the UK and is not from the UK, about we need to get rid of these immigrants. We need to get, kick these immigrants out. You know what I'm talking about. I don't know who you think you're talking to, but I am an immigrant. Okay? I'm not from here. I have a visa to live here. I have a partner here. I rent a flat here. I work here. I pay taxes here. Is this not clicking to you? Like, are you genuinely not aware that I am an immigrant? I know why you don't think I am it, because look at me. Like, I know why you think that. But like, oh, and I hear some people on this app saying, oh, we don't need to, don't need to call reform voters stupid or, bully them because, that's not going to convince them. I don't really give a shit about convincing them, that they're wrong. I just need them to at least be aware of when I have a conversation with them, who the fuck they're talking to. Yeah, I don't feel bad about saying that. If I was talking to someone who believed in flat earth or didn't believe in evolution, I'd call them a dumbass. And I'm going to call you a dumbass for voting reform. I'm sorry. And I know things are dire. I know Labour fucking sucks and a lot of the parties in the UK suck. But it's just, oh my God, it's just insane how I've had this conversation multiple times with people who genuinely don't realize that I am an immigrant. I'm one of them.
I talked to my mom, right, the other day, and she starts complaining about immigrants here in Canada, and I'm just like, Pookie, do you know where you're from? You're an immigrant yourself. You're from Bosnia. You have a very strong Slavic accent. It's clear. There's good and bad in every immigrant community, of course, but you're an immigrant yourself. You benefited from the system here.
British people literally invading over 170 countries and causing literal multiple genocides where millions of people have died, and have the audacity to really complain about immigration is so mind-boggling to me that I don't even understand how it could even be taken seriously.
It's quiet, ain't no back talk. I got 100 on my dash, got 200 in my trunk. Name in the grab bags, put my Bible in the trunk. On.
If illegal immigrant isn't racist, then why do you sound so hateful when you say it? Undocumented is paperwork. Illegal is an excuse to hate. Illegal immigrant makes it seem justified to stick these people into cages. They're not illegal. They're undocumented. They are the women. They are the children. They are the families. They are the community that has made America great. They are a part of something bigger than all of us, and we cannot just hate them because they're undocumented, because some stereotype, some creation from this administration has made you think it's acceptable to take a human being and throw them into a cage. And how can you possibly stay silent? How can you justify and use the word illegal and feel that hate pour out of your mouth and not sit there and see these people as human beings that deserve our respect and kindness? We need to be rising up. We need to be banding together, not tearing each other apart. We should be fighting together to stop the fact that we no longer can actually live on 2 paychecks in a house because of the way that the system is created. We need to stand together. And if you see this, please share it with more people, because undocumented immigrants need our respect, they need our loyalty, and they also need our help.
Hello everyone, here's my rant for today. So let me get this straight. You came here illegally, waving your country's flag, talking about how much you love it, but you left your country anyways. And now you're here getting all the benefits like food stamps, housing, the whole package, while complaining about the United States. Make it make sense. If it's that bad here, why stay? No one's forcing you to stay. So go back to that amazing country you couldn't wait to leave.
Is it ironic for me to complain about third world illegal immigration and then say that I want to leave the UK and become an immigrant? But imagine this, right? Imagine you lived in a small town and the local council told you that they were going to be putting third world illegal immigrants that have come on boats up in hotels and they're going to be around your community. That might make you feel a little bit uneasy, at least if you have some sort of sanity left. You might feel a little bit uneasy about people who have arrived in the UK and we have no idea who they are because they have no passports and they've chosen to get a boat rather than get a plane, so for that very exact reason, so that we don't know who they are. It's quite reasonable to think, okay, I'd rather that didn't happen. So then you say to the council, excuse me, can you actually not do that because that's putting me and my family at risk? And they say, no, we're going to do it anyway. And not only that, but we're going to use your money to do it. Would it not be reasonable for me to want to move to another estate, another area? Because if you don't think that that's reasonable, then you've been seriously and heavily propagandized.
You and your family aren't affected by the bullshit that's going on in the world. That's it. That's it, bro. That's it. Do you think I sit there and go, oh, fucking hell, they're taking our jobs now, fucking hell. Like, I don't care, bruv. I know I can't stop it. I'll make money and live my life and my family will live their life. Do the same thing and stop listening to politics, stop listening to XYZ, stop wasting your time going to fucking rallies. Nothing will change because people that are a lot richer than you and a lot more powerful than you have already decided what will happen in the UK. Okay? The boats won't be stopped. They're not gonna stop it. Make dough and get out.
The same people that complain about immigration are the ones that will get drunk on a Friday night and then get into a taxi, are the same ones who will then stop off at a Turkish takeaway on the way home and get a kebab. And they are the same ones that will then go for a curry on Saturday night with their friends. And then they're the same ones who will then go to the Turkish barbers on a Monday morning to get their hair cut. They're the same ones who will then wave away their daughter to go travelling around Asia and Southeast Asia. And the same ones who will then go to the hospital to get treated for something and be tended to by an Indian doctor. And they're the same ones who will then visit their parents in the care home that they're in and ask about how they're doing to their Polish caretaker. And they're the same ones that will then go into Sainsbury's and load all the groceries into their trolley that the immigrant truck driver bought into the shop in the first place. And if that doesn't scream hypocrisy and just pure like rose tinted glasses to you, like they just completely don't see the world in the right perspective at all, and just hypocrisy.
Does racism make people lose their brain cells or what? Because how do you go to the biggest international airport in the world and you complain about people speaking a different language? This woman is getting dragged for tweeting this, and rightfully so. So she claims she went to Marks and Spencer's in Heathrow and she saw people speaking Hindi and she confronted them, and she's getting dragged for this. Because how do you go to a place where people are talking and minding their business? You suddenly make their language your business up to the point where you record them and you report them. You know, the bit that made me laugh out loud the most was when I saw this tweet. Marks and Spencer was founded by a Yiddish-speaking refugee from Belarus. So she reported people speaking in a different language in a store founded by somebody who's not even English. It's going to be delicious what the company says to her in reply. She's not posted it yet. I wonder if they told her to F off or mind your business. Or how is it your business while staff speak to each other? Did they reply you in English? Did they serve you in English? Yes, so what's your problem? I think racism makes people stupid and not think properly, not think with logic. And obviously a lot of attention seeking is also involved with this woman. Because why would you go up to people talking to themselves and ask them what language they're speaking? That's even rude. So racism also makes people rude.
So for years, right, MAGA Republicans have been complaining about immigrants coming here and, you know what I'm saying, migrants and taking, you know, government assistance and things from the government and things like that, right? They've been complaining it's been the worst thing in the world, obviously because Trump told them, even though most of them have never even interacted with an undocumented immigrant, but, you know, whatever, I digress. Interesting, now we have a group of migrants that they are welcoming. Group of refugees that they are welcoming. All of a sudden it matters where they're coming from and what's going on in their home countries. I'm trying to figure out, like, what's the difference between these migrants and refugees that they're willing to welcome in and give government assistance and actually think about their country versus the majority of the other undocumented immigrants. What's the difference? There's got to be a difference. I wonder what it is.
Remember this.
If you're a criminal, you'll be deported. If you plan to enter the U.S. illegally, your chances of getting caught and sent back just went up. The actions I'm taking are not only lawful, they're the kinds of actions taken by every single Republican president and every single Democratic president for the past half century.
You wouldn't believe that looking at the media today, though. They act like Trump is the worst, most evil person ever for deporting illegal alien criminals. Yet Obama, Bill Clinton, and other Democrats were all on board with this for years up until Trump, and they're on tape saying so.
Committed a crime, deport them. No questions asked, they're gone.
Public service they use impose burdens on our taxpayers. That's why our administration has moved aggressively to secure our borders more by hiring a record number of new border guards, by deporting twice as many criminal aliens as ever before, by cracking down on illegal hiring, by barring welfare benefits to illegal aliens.
We use phrases like undocumented workers. We convey a message to the American people that their government is not serious about combating illegal immigration.
Oh, really?
We simply cannot allow people to pour into the United States undetected, undocumented, unchecked.
We will try to do more to speed the deportation of illegal aliens who are arrested for crimes, to better identify illegal aliens in the workplace.
This is your reminder that Obama deported 5.3 million people and Bill Clinton deported 12.3 million. They were fine with it then. Why the sudden change of heart?
ICE just detained a woman that was in the United States for 17 years and arrived at age 7. So you're telling me that in 17 years, your parents didn't try to get you papers. Your parents didn't try anything to save up for the American citizenship or residency green card in the United States. You see, this is the type of lingo. These are the type of word choices that Democrats and any left-leaning media outlet will always use to trigger your emotion. They were here for 45 years, and in 45 years, they were here illegally. They were here since they were 3 years old. They were brought over the border, so they were brought over illegally. Why is it that we continue to believe these sob stories? And don't get me wrong, I'm not in favor of how families are hurt when a loved one is deported and they've actually tried to contribute to society. But the fact is this: why are you surprised if you have an expired license plate from 2020? Okay, we're in 2025. Why are you going to be surprised when a tow truck comes and picks up your car? If you haven't made a payment to your vehicle, why are you going to be surprised if a tow truck just sweeps up and takes it? Why are you going to be surprised if after 17 years, 20 years, 30 years, 10 years, you've made no attempt to get residency in the United States, but will cry pity because ICE came and took you back to your country because you refused to obey our process? Let me know what you think in the comments section. Don't forget to hit that follow button for your daily updates.
This undocumented Haitian immigrant blew through $30,000 in 10 months that was given to her by the state of Massachusetts to help her with rent. Right? And check this out. It was just only her and her son in a 3-bedroom apartment that was subsidized. The government was already helping them with rent. But on to add on to that, she had an additional $30,000. I thought we weren't helping undocumented immigrants, remember? Oh yeah, the state does not fund undocumented immigrants. They gave her $30,000 that she blew through in 10 months. When the last time your state did that for you? You know, a 3-bedroom and it's only 2 of y'all? And she complaining that she needs more money. She needs more money after she blew through $30,000 in 10 months living in a subsidized rental the government already helped you with. On top of that, they giving you $500 a month for food. They furnished your apartment. You're undocumented. You don't supposed to be here, and you want more money. The entitlement. At this time, she stated that she don't want to give her full name. Nadine don't want to give her full name. We need your full name. She don't want to give her full name because she don't want to be deported.